Preparing. All right. We are officially live in Facebook. Hello, everybody. I'm glad you're here. And thank you, Randy, for being here with me. She has stepped in for Hallie, who had a call running late. So one thing that you guys should know is that having a badass team surrounding you is key to any sort of sanity. I'm not saying it's always successful, but it sure as hell is key to sanity. So speaking of sanity, that's what we're talking about today. Let me check my notes real fast. We are talking about juggling it all during the holidays. So we'll wait for a couple more people to get here. I don't know how many we have over on Facebook, but if you're here, make sure you say hello in the comments. And also, oh yeah, I know that what I was going to tell you guys is Monday, December 4th. Can you believe, holy free holies, this is the end of November, the end of November. So on Monday, the 4th of December, we are starting our final workshop of the year. It's rolling in the dough. Hi, Yulia. Good to see you. Thanks for saying hello. Always appreciate that. Let me pull up my chat. Show the chat. There we go. So thanks for being here. So we have a rolling in the dough. It is a 5-day free workshop, and it actually goes 9 days because we have some bonus sessions, but it is one of the best workshops on the market today. And you know what? Not only is it on the market, it's free. So I piss off some business coaches by giving away such amazing content in this free workshop. It's called Rolling in the Dough: How to Qualify, Quote, and Close Badass Clients while you bake the profits into your project. And Randy is going to drop the workshop link so you can register, because not only is it great content, it's recorded. So if you can't make it live every single day, you can watch the recordings. They're available for a limited time. You'll get a workbook and a concierge to handle any questions that you might have. So this is a white glove, really high quality workshop, if I say so myself, and I do. We've been doing this for a couple of years now. Gosh, I don't know, every 3 to 4 months, something like that. And it is transformative. You can take the content from this free workshop and apply it immediately. Okay, you can definitely do that. It's also where I introduce and offer a special pricing on my paid program. So that's what we've got going on. So today, what are we talking about? Oh, we've got the chat. Hold on, let me open my chat. Hello, hello. There we go. Hi, everyone. Oh, hello. Oh, hey, Vanetta, good to see you. Happy holidays to you too. Merry Christmas. Can you believe it is December? It's crazy. And thank you, Randy, for dropping that link into the chat. So if you guys are new here, just wondering who in the hell I am, my name is Michelle Lynn, and Designed for the Creative Mind is a business that I've created outside of my interior design business. My interior design business is called ML Interiors Group. We're legit. We're based out of Dallas, Texas. I'm still running a business. I'm one of the few, if only, business coaches for interior design that is still running an interior design business. My focus is the new interior designers. I focus on individuals who are in the high 5 to low 6-figure revenue and who want to scale to multiple 6. So that's why I'm here today, is because every week on Wednesday, we go live here in the Interior Designers Business Launchpad and talk about little business tips. So 10, 15 minutes, that's what we do, because ML Interiors Group runs itself. I have been blessed to be able to serve the design community with my experience. Lord knows I don't have it all figured out, but pretty much know enough to be dangerous and get myself into the upper 6 and low 7 figures without sacrificing my sanity. Okay, so let's talk about sanity during the holidays. Okay, I've got my notes here. So we are talking about juggling it all during the holidays. Oh, And Lord knows, isn't that just enough, right? You're running a business, you've got a household that you're basically in charge of, regardless of you running a business. I'm blessed. I have a fantastic husband who helps navigate a lot of that, but still there's a lot of thought that goes into it, even if even if you do have help. So you've got your family, you've got your business, okay, or client time, but also during the holidays, you need to navigate some alone time. Just even if you have to go like sit in a parked car somewhere. So let's talk about that. Navigating it all through the holidays. I think one of the keys to navigating it all and being able to stay kind of on top of it or just ahead of the curve is planning ahead. Okay, you have not lost traction if you're just now starting to plan, but if you wait much longer, you are going to be in the weeds, as they say in the restaurant business. So by starting ahead, one of the things that I do is I put a note on my calendar, on my business calendar, in at the beginning of October to start planning for Christmas holiday gifts and cards for the clients. Okay, so if you're starting in October, then even if it takes back seat and it's kind of a low priority on a weekly basis, if you're like, oh, I can't get to it this week, I can't get to it the next week, you're still ahead of schedule. So put on your calendar today for October 1st, 2024, and recurring every year thereafter. You're planning ahead because you're planning ahead to plan ahead, so that you have that reminder in October. Then you're starting to plan for your Christmas cards and your Christmas gifts, and you can get those out early enough. And maybe you don't even want to do Christmas. Maybe you don't celebrate Christmas. Maybe you want to do it for Thanksgiving. You can absolutely do it for Thanksgiving. However you want to express gratitude and gift your clients, October is a great time to start pre-planning. Then so let's continue down the vein of business and navigating it all. Okay, so if you've got that, then also what you need to do is at the beginning of every year, so in January, okay, or at the end of this year, you need to be scheduling out your holidays and when you're closed for the following year, because Christmas, it's never like the third Thursday or the fourth Sunday or whatever of the month. It's always on the 25th, but that day varies. You can look ahead and determine, when are you closed? Are you closed from the Monday before until the Thursday after because it's, New Year's or whatever that looks like? So just get on the calendar and go put your days off. Go put when you're closed. Do that for every holiday. Okay, just plan for the year. The reason why you want to have that is because the first part of December, you need to start reminding your clients what your boundaries are and what your time off is during the holiday. We're closed for 2 weeks for ML Interiors Group. Does that mean that we don't answer emails or we don't do anything? No, it absolutely doesn't. But it does mean that we won't get back to a client as quickly. And if it's not urgent or important, we're not going to get back to them at all until we're back in the studio. So you're setting the expectations for your clients early, and then you're going to remind them as well. But then in the meantime, you're working like a crazy person trying to get everything done so that you can enjoy those 2 weeks off. So just by pre-planning ahead, it's not just going to be your holiday events, but also any projects that you have. You need to make sure you're giving a design presentation before you leave. Okay, or if you're giving that design presentation, you're going to need to be able to make sure that you're procuring anything that's approved. Okay, whether it's you or whether you're outsourcing that procurement. So you have these details all lined up. So the key is really thinking ahead. Let's see, have I missed anything there? I'll tell you, giving your clients your cell phone number, you need to pay attention to that, in general, but around Christmas time, do you really want to be interrupted? So you might even tell them, if you have my cell phone, don't text me because I'm not texting back. I'm just going to be emailing. So set the boundaries that you want to have. Remember, we talked about this on another little mini training, or it might have been on my podcast, or both, probably, because this is your business. You set your boundaries. So navigating it all. So the goal, or the way I like to run my business, is between 9 and 5, 9 and 4, right around there. It's business. Okay. I don't deal with much of anything personal during business times. During personal times, I don't deal with much business, if at all, during personal time. So 5 o'clock, it all focuses on family. So family, navigating that, again, it's planning ahead. Are you going to be throwing Christmas parties? Do you need to be buying gifts for your white elephant, or Secret Santa, or, like the family? So when it comes down to that, you need to be planning in advance. And I'll tell you, I honestly, I have a spreadsheet for my gifts every year, which is also helpful if I forget and I'm like, oh, I think I got them that a year ago or whatever. They don't get repeat gifts. Because you know how sometimes you just find something that you know somebody's going to love, but you don't always remember buying it. So if you put it on a spreadsheet, then you can also track who you've already purchased for. Putting it on a spreadsheet is also helpful if you're like, well, like I was pre-kid, I would start shopping in June. Okay. And I would just write it down on the spreadsheet so that I didn't like overbuy for one family member and underbuy for another, because I had started with such a long ramp up time. Now I don't necessarily get ahead of schedule like I used to, although I think that's a good goal. I might set that as a goal for 2024 because my kid's 5 years old. So there's not as much of an excuse because I don't have to get her dressed or feed her or anything like that. I mean, I do feed her, but not like I don't manually feed her. You know what I mean? So a spreadsheet's really helpful so that you can stay on track during the holidays for your family gifting. But it's also very helpful if you are looking at your calendar at a month in advance to see what sort of parties you might have in case you need to buy some clothes, okay? Or in case you need to have a special gift for that particular cocktail party, or if they're collecting donations or anything like that, you can plan ahead. I think the key really is to be more of a thermostat of your life versus a thermometer. And by that, I mean, you're setting the temperature. You're looking ahead, you're pre-planning. Okay, I already know who's coming over for Christmas and what I'm cooking. Now, I know that that doesn't sound all that impressive. Okay, but with my family, it kind of is, because you can't always get them organized. So with that, just go ahead and plan in advance. Write these things down. If you have a going list, or hey, let me give you a design for the creative mind. I have a list going on in here. Okay, so that you can take a look and you can see what you're doing, what's getting done, and so forth. And if you'd like one of these, I happen to have them on my shop. There's just a little gratuitous plug for that. But keep a list, whatever you do, keep a list. It could be, and then you're going to have your grocery list, and you're going to have things on my countertop. Okay, I'm telling you what works for me. This is not the only way to do it, but this is how I keep my sanity. And my husband and I don't argue about what needs to get done. On my countertop, I have another smaller spiral with things that we need to get done this month, say before the party, after the party, like we have a neighborhood party that we host. So like these things need to be done so that you can get them done, whether you're feeling like it or not. You're also not losing track, and you can tag team with whomever's in the household with you. Okay, so that's how you can navigate your sanity for your business. That's how you can navigate your sanity for, a lot of your home aspects. And you know what I'll tell you as well is invest in yourself and get help. And what I mean by that is if you can afford, or maybe you can't afford not to, get help cleaning the house, get help doing the laundry, get help with your yard work, all of those things. Like, I'm not kidding. I actually pay a friend of mine who's another designer locally to decorate my Christmas tree. We have 3 Christmas trees in my house, okay? The one Christmas tree in my living room is the one that the public sees when we host. We've got a neighborhood party. I've got my IDS board meeting over here. I've got my networking group coming over for a Christmas party. So that one needs to look good. The one up in the den, not so pretty, but it's okay. The one in my kids' room, that's okay too. So if you can outsource anything like that, even if it's just for the month of December, so that you can navigate all of the details and all of the moving parts and all of the hosting and all of the parties that you're attending, all of the, holy cow, all of the kids' stuff. You know, it's Christmas Pajama Friday, like all of this stuff, write it out on a calendar. And then finally, schedule some time for yourself. Schedule some downtime, whether it's in the middle of the month, okay, and you're trying to juggle all the balls. Like I said, when we first logged on, it might even just be if you have a few extra minutes, sit in your car, enjoy the quiet. You don't need to scroll. Maybe you do, but you don't need to answer emails. Spend some time and then schedule some intentional time after the holidays so that you have just a break. So you don't break. It's important. If you have ever ridden on an airplane, you know they say that in case of emergency, put the oxygen mask on yourself first and then help the people beside you. It's the same thing. Make sure that you have the oxygen mask on you. So that kind of brings us back to today. Like, what are you doing today to take care of yourself so that you can navigate the holiday? What are you doing? Are you eating properly? Okay, now we just came off the Thanksgiving Day feast. Maybe you're cleaning things up right now. Maybe you're eating a few more greens. Maybe you're laying off the wine a little bit, okay? Just to keep that energy going, go for a walk. Keep your energy high. It also helps balance out your hormones. Not completely, like for sure, not completely, but it does help regulate the stress. So that's how I navigate all the things during the holidays. I would love to hear from you guys. If you have suggestions, if you have tried and true practices that help you navigate business, family, and yourself through the holidays, drop them in the comments over on Facebook. I'd love to learn. Like, Lord knows I don't have it all figured out. Okay, there will probably be one minor breakdown over the course of this season. Hopefully it's just minor. So anywho, that's all I got for you this week. I hope that's helpful. As a reminder, join us. Randy has the workshop link in the comments and in the chat. Join us on Monday. We're going to be talking about how to rolling in the dough, how to qualify, quote, and close badass clients while you are baking your profits into your project. It's a 5-day workshop. It's free. It's an hour every day at noon Central Standard Time. Yes, it is recorded and available for a limited time. What else? Randy, have I forgotten anything? I don't know. I don't think so. But thanks for being here today, guys. I really appreciate it. I know everybody's kind of busy getting ramped up for the holidays. So again, I'll see you on the Facebook. I'll see you next week. Thanks, Randy. See you next week on Monday. And as a reminder, it's a free 5-day workshop, but I have a bonus session Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as well. So you're going to want to be there. I'll see you Monday. Have a great week. Have a great weekend and be cool.